just
That's
all over
that's
the
when
place.
she took off. That is when she shined for the rest of the season. It's after she got possessed.
That's right. And when she did that little dance in the red, "You Don't Own Me," I just love that song anyway.
Right, yeah.
And she's an amazing actress. I love her. So when she was, it just, I can't say enough about it because the first episode really just threw you right into it.
Oh, yeah, you're not kidding.
Yes.
You know,
It was
experimentation and murder and, oh, dear Lord.
just everything. And so you just,
and his reasoning. So humans would survive a nuclear thing. Really?
well, yeah. That was his reasoning later on. And those things were just like, oh my gosh, they were just. But when we'll be getting to talking about Shelley later. But man, I felt sorry for her.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was a very action-packed episode. Very action-packed episode. I mean, and it just threw you right into it, and then you could hardly wait to get to the second episode.
Okay, which is
Tricks and Treats.
Tricks and Treats.
Yes.
Yep.
Tricks and Treats.
And this episode, to just sum it up, it was an exorcist is summoned to help save a troubled farm boy, and Sister Jude's darkest secret is revealed.
Yep.
Now, this episode was just utterly amazing because this is when we really started getting to see really Dr. Dresden. Zachary Quinto.
Oh,
He was amazing.
He was great as him.
He was.
Through the whole thing.
Yep.
And then, I don't know if any of you guys have recognized the actor who played Father Malachi, John Aylward. Did you guys recognize him at all?
No, not really.
No, really? He was on ER for many years. He played one of the head surgeons. He was in
I didn't watch
charge
it.
Of everybody.
No, I didn't watch ER.
Yeah, I used to watch ER with my mom for a couple of seasons, and I just got away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great character actor. He's been in a lot of stuff. But a lot of stuff happened in this episode.
Oh
too.
yeah. Yep.
Wendy gets killed by Bloody Face.
Yep.
And Teresa watches from the other side of the door while Bloody Face Jr. Just takes care of Adam Levine.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you say that again?
I said that in the beginning of the episode, it starts out with Teresa and and Leo, Adam Levine and Jenna.
Again.
Yeah, they keep.
She stands there. She can't get to Leo as he's being killed by Bloody Face.
But he doesn't get killed, though. Leo does not get killed in this episode because he's still alive a couple episodes down the line.
Oh, right.
Because they stand up and they start running out, and then they run into. See, because these guys at first. Now, it was probably the real Bloody Face behind that thing that cut off his arm, but then they were the fake Bloody Faces who actually
came in,
killed
right.
them later.
Right,
and then
yeah.
The real Bloody Face, who we know was...
Yeah, we not yet.
We're not going to say who it is yet. We don't want to give that away.
Yeah, not yet.
And then this episode is also the episode where Dr. Arden starts doing the experiments on Kit.
Yep.
And he removed that it just looked like a chip out of a computer.
Right.
It looked like a computer chip.
Yeah, I got flashbacks to the Matrix.
Yeah.
Watched that scene when
Yeah.
when they pulled the thing out of Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And then he keeps, then he says, "Who sent you to spy on me?" He's thinking it's some big government conspiracy, that's what
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
chips are.
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about. And then we learn during the course of the exorcism all about Sister Jude's dark past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm doing all the talking here. You guys do some of the talking about that now.
Okay. Well, of course, then you have The Exorcist that called in.
Sister Jude tries to portray herself as a very, as strict as she could possibly be. She's running around Briarcliff, trying to run as tight a ship as she can. She doesn't put up with any flack from anybody.
Right.
And then you go into her past and you see what
she was a hooker.
Yep.
For a nicest way to put that.
I thought she was more like a nightclub.
Yeah, little nightclub singer, kind of.
Yeah, but she sure did well from the way that the demon was saying to her.
Yeah.
About all the things she had in her mouth.
She's at the nightclub doing karaoke or whatever.
Yeah.
And, getting drunk, and she goes out. And
Right.
Has a lot of fun. Okay, well, okay.
And then
she wasn't a hooker, she was the other word.
Right.
Okay.
And, so she does all of this. She goes out, gets drunk, gets into a hit-and-run accident.
Right.
And kills them.
I think Sister Jude is not really
No.
She's really not the badass nun that that she wants everybody to think she is.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's got problems.
Yeah,
really
major.
But she is a badass, though.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Because she's gone through all of that, and she came out on the other side, and she was trying to, make her life turn it around, and I think she was trying to help other people, but she really wasn't.
No.
Because they weren't helping anybody there.
No, not at all.
No.
They were keeping them there until they died.
Helping them to die. That's about it.
Yeah.
It was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot like the way asylums were run in the late 1800s, early 1900s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
They weren't concerned with curing. They just needed some place to put all the crazy people.
Yep. Now we have Prozac.
Yeah.
Go figure. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just, and then there was the scene where they're all on their way out to escape.
Right, during the exorcism, the ritual thing.
Yes, and then Lana portrays Kit when they're trying to escape.
Yeah, Kit and Grace.
Kit, Lana, and
Grace.
The little
Kit and Grace.
Yeah.
And so they're going to get, each of them are going to get lashed with 20 lashes, and, Kit stands up and beats the good guy that we know said he is, and he takes all the punishment on himself.
Yep.
So much happening. There's just too much.
A lot.
And when Jed dies, the demon goes into Sister Mary Eunice.
Yep.
It was also in this same episode that we see that big dinner that Dr. Arden has with that hooker there. And the hooker finds all of those bondage pictures and the pornography pictures, and then finds the Nazi war memorabilia and stuff in there, and she escaped with her life, and she went straight to the police, and we don't find out what happens with that until a little bit later, but nothing, really.
Oh, okay. Here's the
comes
word.
from
Here's the word we were looking for. About Sister Jude there. She was a sleazy bar singer. Sleazy, okay?
Sleazy.
Yeah.
Well, floozy, sleazy, one of the two. They're both
Okay. Same
I'm
difference.
reading something right. It says that Jed secretly challenged Sister Jude, revealing that she was previously a promiscuous, drunken bar singer by the name of Judy.
There you go.
Judy, yes. Well, you saw her dancing with these, enlisted men, and
Yeah.
she would, like in the one scene, she said, "Take me home," and he said, "I can't, the baby's sleeping." Well,
Yes.
oh, really? Okay.
Oh, well, alrighty then, yeah.
Maybe next time. It's like you felt bad for her, but So, anything else about that episode?
And we covered it pretty well, I think.
Yeah, we had. I think that pretty much covered it.
Yeah.
So
There's a scene. Dr. Arden and Sister. He stumbles across. He goes to visit her or something like that, and he opens the door, and she's there. Probably only a towel. And you realize that he's got problems because he wants her. And
yeah, he does. He does. Oh yeah, because after she fainted, he went in to see her, and she's laying there like what he thought immodestly on the bed.
Yeah.
But he kind of enjoyed looking at her, and then he pulled it down, and she's already far gone by then.
Yeah.
But nobody knows it yet.
No.
So, but it was. But we knew it because we could already see what was going on. But so
and again, we're getting into that territory that you're sitting there, you're not really sure, what is going on here.
Yeah. And then it only gets
that
more
area of uncomfortable that we talked about earlier.
Yes, and it only gets worse as it goes on. That's for sure. Because I do believe by this time, well, when we get into episode 3, a heck of a lot happened in episode 3 as well.
Yes.
And that was called
Nor'easter. And go ahead.
That is the group of prisoners attempt to escape during a violent storm, and Sister Jude decides she wants to distract the inmates or patients, whatever you want to call it, with a big movie night, the Sign of the Cross. Now, I had a really good question about this when I first watched this the very first time. Why in the world would you show a movie like The Sign of the Cross to a bunch of criminally insane inmates who are all thinking about sex all the time, and show a movie like that where you have a bunch of naked people running around? And the whole thing, that's what makes it, I guess, more bizarre than ever, right?
It is bizarre, and I think the this was being hit by this major storm. I think they wanted something to calm the patients down.
So
why they would show a movie like that?
Yes.
I can't answer that.
Yeah. And of course, Sister Jude gets drunk on movie night, but that's only because that Sister Mary Eunice up to this point has been